Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. Today I'm wearing my Michael Myers t-shirt, which I thought it was important to tell you guys because it's not fitting into the frame of the video. I have a new tripod and also I've changed where I'm sitting. Anyways, today's video is about how to outline your book as a beginner. So I got a comment on my previous video where someone was just asking about what kind of details you should have in your book. It's from the Wattpad one in case you're interested in that. So I thought, why not just make a video on it, because there's a lot of things you should include in your book that would have made for too long of a comment. So here I am, and let's get into it. So I'm not going to be going into too much detail of every single point because then this video will be very long and I don't want to bore you guys. So in case there's any part of the video that I talk about and you want more clarification on, feel free to leave it down in the comments and I'd be happy to, elaborate on any points that you might have. An easy way to remember all of the points is to remember the 4 P's. The 4 P's stand for people, purpose, place, and plot. So the first one is people. And that's your characters, your protagonist and your antagonist. So you should know who your main characters are, you should know their personalities, you should know the tone of which they speak in, so you maintain that tone throughout your book. Another very cool or interesting way to really bring your characters to life is to bring some kind of contrast. For example, the second one is purpose, your character's purpose. Now, for both your antagonist and your protagonist, you should know what really drives them towards their goal and what their goal is in specific as well. This will actually keep your story, moving forward, and every time you find yourself going into unnecessary scenes or descriptions, it'll remind you what the purpose of your characters was. Is your story actually relevant to that purpose? Is it helping that character? Is it posing as an obstacle for that character? It should be relevant to the character's purpose at the end of the day, so that you don't get too lost and your readers aren't lost with you. Number 3 is the plot. So this is the major chunk of your book, and it essentially starts from the main incident that, starts everything, and then reach a climax and then, fall into a conclusion at the end. Something to think about with your secondary characters is, what do they bring to the table? Like, do they keep the story moving along? Do they reveal something about characters around them? And if you can go without them being in the story, like nothing changes, you might want to leave them out. The last point is the setting of the story. Now, it's really important to tell the readers where the story is happening. If your characters are talking like Australians and then 3/4 into the book you bring up the fact that they are actually living in, I don't know, what's the opposite of Australia, somewhere else where they don't speak like Australians, then it's gonna really mess with the readers' minds and it'll just come off as really fake and it'll look like you haven't done much research. If you don't know much about the actual place, if it's a real life place, it'll be worth your time to actually research about that place. For example, if you're writing a story based in a prison and you have no idea how the law works in the country of your story, it's going to come off really weird. On the other hand, you could make the mistake of introducing too much too soon. Think about the way you phrase things, think about the way you pace things as well. Haha, that rhymed. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Anyways, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.